Welcome to this edition of Spotlight. We are at Union Chapel with Principal Dr. Steve Archer. And Dr. Archer, you have a new program at Union Chapel this year. I would love for you to tell us a little bit more about it and what it's called.
Of course, it's called No Place for Hate. And really the focus is on equity and inclusion and just really trying to create an all-around atmosphere of kindness at Union Chapel. Fortunately, here in our school, our families and our students and our staff have really embraced the program.
We are so excited to showcase some of the things that encompass No Place for Hate as we spotlight Union Chapel Elementary. This spotlight is sponsored by Parkville Pediatric Dentistry.
We've implemented the philosophy of No Place for Hate by there's a pledge that all students say every morning. They all signed on our No Place for Hate banner. Every student signed that they would commit to that pledge.
We encourage people to do their best, and it's a place for no bullying.
When the whole pledge and the initiative, one of the fun things is they all look for their name on the pledge that we signed. I noticed that a lot, and they seemed to have this feeling of that they can actually do something, like take actions to make this world a better place.
I got to have the experience of working with some of our committee members when we were creating our bulletin board for our pledge. And we wanted it to say a place for, and then the kids could stand and hold up signs. And so we let those kids come up with the words, and the words that they came up with were it was just like amazing. Like they were like, it's a place for inclusiveness, it's a place for kindness and love and diversity and acceptance. And hearing 9, 10, 11-year-olds come up with those words and really like that's their vision for their school, it was just really cool to be able to do that.
We also invited some people from central office to come and read multicultural books to different classrooms on the Multicultural Book Day, which was January 29th. And then every class, because we have an abundance of multicultural books that the PTA purchased for us, so every class read a book and had a discussion with students about why it's important to include like all students.
It helps people learn, and also me, it helps people learn that multicultural families and diverse families are the same. They're like, they might be different, but they all they belong. So everybody belongs to be school and be with their friends and to, yeah.
What's been awesome to see through our meetings is kids having conversations that might feel uncomfortable. And we just really encourage them to kind of think about, why do these things make you maybe feel uncomfortable, and how can we go about making it to where you don't have those feelings.
And we also had a Tree of Respect activity where we talked about the difference between kindness and respect. Like you could be kind to somebody, but you might not be respectful to them. So what different kinds of commitments the students would make to be respectful to each other. And then they all did that on a handprint, and then we've displayed that on a bulletin board for everybody to see and for them to refer to think about what they're committing to do to make the school a welcome and better place.
It just feels better to have other people just being kind to one another.
I'm proud to have that in our school because it shows people that we do not bully here, we do not show hate, we do not hurt anybody or talk to them differently or leave them out. We come to them, and if we notice them, we come to them and we help them, or we talk nice to them, or we include them in our games, or a bunch of stuff like that.
My goal is for all of the students to really get that welcome feeling here. Because we all might talk differently, we might look differently, we might think differently or move differently, but for no matter what, for every single student to feel like those differences are okay and not just tolerated, but welcomed and embraced here at Union Chapel.